Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a attacker tier list for Operation High Caliber. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get straight into it. We have Sledge. Definitely Sledge is an S tier. I personally use him during comp.
That gun, but the plant is going down now in a 5v1 situation. Centric's the last alive and ice cold, having an absolutely huge first round. Just
in college, and you can do vertical with him, you can do horizontal, you can literally do anything, and he has frag grenades. That makes him a huge potential operator, especially for the attacking side, and it can really be game changing. Next up, we have Thatcher. Probably put him at A because he's banned almost 50% of the time. His L8's really good, super strong gun, and then you have his EMPs if you ever get to use them. Right? When he is not banned, he's really good. EMPs can stop basically any defender gadget, which is super nice. Yeah, he can definitely make the push and help the team, open walls, burn utility, clear utility, literally anything. Next up, we have Ashe. Definitely putting her at an S tier. She probably one of the best operators right now in the meta. You have recharges on her. You also have the 2 Ashe charges, and she has either the G or the R4C. R4C is kind of underused a little bit, but still a really good gun. Compared to the G36, no, it's still 50-50, whatever you want to use, but the G36 has no recoil on it, and it has a 1.5 on it. Super nice, and you can make plays with her. It's super, super flexible. If you have her, it's either between her and Zof. Next up, I'm actually going to put Zof also at S tier. Comparable to Ashe, she has the LMG right now, which is super in the meta, and no recoil at all. She has recharges for vertical or claymore, and clear utility with her gadget. She can open up floors, she can literally do anything right now in Siege. Definitely put her at S. Comparable to Ashe, I mean, I probably use Zof over Ashe just because of her gadget. And you also have stuns, so you can either burn with that or you can know where the enemy is. If they're in a corner or you don't know, you can just use one of them and be like, oh, they're here, they're stunned. They lose some of their sight, and they also use they lose movement speed. Super nice. Alright, Thermite, next up. I'm gonna put him in A. Compared to Therm and Ace, Therm you have to take the time to actually put down the charge, although you have flashbangs with him though, and that helps with burn as well. He has a super powerful gun, the 5.56, super good. And compare to Ace, I probably use Ace over Therm. That's why next, Ace, I'm gonna put him in S tier. Especially with the way he is right now, he has a super strong AK-12. Probably one of the best guns in the game right now, along with either smokes or claymore. You can use smokes for burn. Claymore you could use literally for anything. For flank watch, you could do other stuff, but I would personally run the smokes with it because, like I said, burn, you can make a play, you can smoke off lines of sight, make the play, go in, super easy. Definitely one of the best operators in the game right now. Next up, we have Twitch. Twitch, I feel like I think she's 50-50. Her gun, the F2, super good. However, her Twitch drone kind of got nerfed a little bit, especially after they took the you could shock Maestro games, and they opened it and they took that out, and I think it kind of decreased her pick rate a little bit, and it didn't really. People don't like to run her as much anymore, but her F2 has no recoil. So I'm putting her at A, but her utility is not that good. I'd probably give it like a 40 out of 100. I'm gonna put her at A here. Next up, we have Montage. Montage, I'm gonna put at C. You can definitely make plays with him. You can push up sight, use him. If you're on PC, you could make calls with him super easy. Although cheaters do use Montage with the no scope, but it's the way Sieges right now. But personally, Montage, could be really good on your team. He can, plant the bomb. You can stand behind him. He has smokes or flashbangs, good for burn as well, or blocking lines of sight. And he's down there, but he's not like one of the best. He doesn't have a really good gun, but he does have burn. So that's why I'm putting it at C and not D. Next up, we have Glaz. Glaz right now, I put it at B. He has a really powerful gun, and especially because they buffed his magazines. His magazines, you have, I think, 4 more bullets. You have from 12 to 16. You also have either frag grenades, smoke grenades. Smokes you can use personally, or you could block off lines of sight. Frag grenades you can get easy kills with if you have enough burn. and you can make the play, nade where people are, try to push them out, and then use your gun for that. His secondary pistols are pretty good too. The GSH, which is solid, or the PMM. PMM does more damage, only 9 bullets though, but still super reliable. That's why I'm going to put him at B. He's not as best as, you know, either Sledge or Twitch here, but I mean, for a single fire gun, it's not horrible. Next up, we have Fuze. Fuze right now, I'm going to put him at A. His AK-12, really good as well with Ace. Especially with the new change that you can put cluster charges, his gadget, on the reinforced walls when they're not electrified or muted, and they can go through the wall, and you can actually build them up and clear utility, which really helps out a lot. And I think, you know, he's really underrated in the meta right now, and if people learn to use him, really good. I think right now he has breach charges and either Claymore or Smokes. I'm really too sure about that because I don't run him. But definitely would put him at A tier. He's going to be in the meta within the next year. I see it. Next up, we have Blitz. Going to put him in C as well. It's kind of like a shield. You know, he has smokes. You can block off line of sight. Doesn't really help the team, especially because you can get shot in your feet compared to Montage. You know, you can shield up, and they can't really shoot your feet. So it's really like 50-50 with them. I think one of the most knowable, or the most known play with him right now is the Oregon Rush. And the Oregon Rush is basically where you smoke off the lines of sight in the E-box, and then you rush into blue and try to get the smoke out of the way and flash him and make him either kill you or waste utility. And it's not the best, but that's really the only instance where I could think of that Blitz is going to be really good. Other than that, it's kind of like a troll out. Next up, we have IQ. IQ, I'm going to put a B. I don't really see her in the meta right now, especially because she lost her frag grenades years ago. And really, the only time people use her, it's really to look at, you know, if they have Valk or not. Valk's, man. And other than that, I don't think she's really used. Her G8 doesn't have an ACOG anymore. She either has Reflex, Hollow, or Red Dot. So it's not really one of the good guns, although the AUG is pretty good. I think it's underrated gun. Has potential as a 2.5 scope as well. The original ACOG. But I just don't see her in the meta right now. I'm going to put her at B. Compared to these other ops, yeah, no, B. Other than that, we have, next up, we're going to put Buck. Buck, I'm going to put it A. He has the hard breach device. The hard breach device, oh my gosh, it's such a good secondary to run. You can open walls for yourself, hatches. You have 2 of them now as well. He has a solid gun, the C8. It's definitely worth using compared to the cameras, which is the C8 though has a 1.5 scope too, barely no recoil at all. All you have to do is just hold down on it. Super fun, super easy to use. Probably one of the better ops right now to use in the meta. And also you can use vertical or horizontal with his secondary under the Buck shotgun. Next up we have Blackbeard. Blackbeard, I'm gonna put it C. He's not really useful right now. He has burn. Other than that, his shield really sucks. I don't see him in the meta at all. It's like 50-50 with them. You know, if you want to run him, sometimes it's just toxic. You sit on a window and you just hold your head in the window with the shield. Other than that, I don't see him being used. Capitao, I'm going to put it S tier here. I think Capitao is one of the more useful operators right now, especially because he has the hard breach device as well. But you also have his really good either, you have his LMG or his AR. The AR and LMG, I think they actually do the same exact damage. So it's not really you're gaining one thing over another, and I think they have the same fire rate as well. You also have his flames and his smokes, and which is really good compared to like Zofia as well. You can get people out of positions. Like another scenario where I think of right is Clubhouse, who just flame off Rafters 1 and Rafters 2, and you can basically take it, they peek, you have someone on breach, and they're dead. Super easy to use, and I'd say he's probably one of the best operators in the meta right now. We have Hibana. Hibana, I'm gonna put it A tier. Her gun is really solid along with her gadget, especially because they reworked Cairo, so you can do either 2, 4, or 6 pellets. Only need 4 for the hatch. You get more stuff. And yeah, I mean, she has flash swings or breach charges. You can go for vertical, or you can burn if you want. Super nice operator. Probably better than these ones for sure, but I don't think she would be at S tier right now. Next up, Jackal. Jackal, well, he's not banned, definitely an A tier. You have smokes, you have his tracker, you have a good either PDW9 or you have the C7E. Both solid weapons. Like I said, when he's not banned, and he can be super reliable. What else more can I say? You can track people, roam clear with him, and it's super nice if you have a team, coordinating team, work with. Next up, we have Ying. I'm gonna put her at B tier. I don't think Ying is really that good in the meta. It's just like it's 50-50. You know, you can shoot her Candles, which most people don't use. She's a good gun, and she has the hard breach device or smokes. This is not horrible, but I just don't see her being like one of the most used ops right now, especially when you're on a team. It's like you want a hard breach, you want soft, and then you want like some burn or something. And I just don't see Ying in the meta right now. I think she's not that good. I mean, she has what, 3 Candela charges, 2 smokes at most, so 5 burn. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I just don't really see her being that good. Except we have Dokabae. Dokabae, I'm gonna put a B tier too. She's not really used that much, but her phone rings, they do help a little bit with roam clearing, and they make people get off their cams. Also, when you hack them, she's pretty powerful with that. But I don't see her as, being one of the best ones, considering, that you can be on their cams half the time. It doesn't really work out, considering you just die after, but I mean, if you get calls, it's fine. But I just don't see her being one of the best ops in the meta right now. Except we Lion. Definitely going to put him at S tier. Lion, I use him in Collegiate Comp, and definitely, he has 3 burns, he has 3 line scans, a really powerful AR. It has no recoil with the vertical grip, especially because vertical and angle grip don't really have much of a difference right now. And yeah, I mean, Lion definitely up there. Not really much else to say besides he's a playmaker. He's pretty good. Except we have Finka. Finka definitely going S tier. Her new rework as well, with this high caliber season, you can pick up yourself. There's no recoil changes at all with the Finka Adrenal Surge. She's the LMG or AR. The LMG is definitely way more used, and she just frag grenades. One of the best operators right now. Top 5 for sure in high caliber. No doubt about it. S tier for sure. Next up we have Maverick. I'm going to put him at S tier too. I think Mav is a super good operator, and you can make a wall soft, you can open a hatch, you can make little lines of sight if you want to, you can do anything with him when he's not banned. And he also has frag grenades, a super powerful AR as well, basically no recoil at all, and you can work well with him on your team. And I think he's one of the most picked operators in Pro League, I want to say as well, so I think an S tier is definitely reserved for him. Next up we have Nomad. I'm going to put her at A. I don't really see her being used that much anymore, just on bigger maps, but like smaller maps, I don't think so. You set up a cam, oh yo, Ice, watch this. She has 3 Nomad charges, which can be triggered if they run into them, flashbangs as well. For burn, pretty okay AR, the ARX is pretty good. But I just don't see her being up in A. I did not mean to do that. I don't see her being up in A that much, or in S, sorry. And yeah, I'm just gonna stick Nomad at A. Gridlock next. I'm gonna put her at B. She's not really used. She has a powerful AR. The tracks can be easily shot out. Not really that good, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, she's not really used in ranked and comp and really any much else. So I'm gonna put her at B. Nomad or Nokk. Sorry. Next up, we have Nokk. Nokk, I'm gonna put at C. Her gadget, if you solo push with her, isn't really. I mean, if you solo push, it's fine, but it's not really in the meta, I would say. It's just, she's there, she's an okay gun. FMG's no recoil, but it's good, actually really good. But frag grenades, but she doesn't really do much for the team. You just creep around. She's kind of just like there, she doesn't really do much. Next up, we have Amaru. Gonna put her B. You can definitely, if you have pre-placed cams or anything, and it's clear, you can take sight easy, or you can take a certain position super fast. She has a good gun, G8 with the 2.0 scope. Flashbangs as well. SMG 11 as a sidearm, like it doesn't get more better than that. But she's not one of the best operators. I don't really see her being played that much. And so we have Callie. Callie, I'm gonna put at B. Callie, sniper, one shot, pretty good to 1 armor. I mean, she does a little bit of damage to 2 to 3 armor, but they don't get down anymore. So she kind of did get a little bit of a nerf. Her gadget's really good. You can use her gadget to get rid of electroclaws around the wall, beta charges, mutes, ADSs, anything from below. And all you have to do is just, it's an ability for her. She also has a claymore. I think that's the only thing she has, but it's not really that good. I wouldn't pick her every single time, but if you want to, have a little fun with the sniper, it's pretty fun. Her secondary pocket SMG 11, some people call it's pretty good. I would use her more over Nokk, to be honest, or any of these ops. So. Next up, we have Yana. Yana, I'm going to put at S tier. Her gun, really good. She has frag grenades, and she basically has a self drone that you can use to burn utility. Definitely one of the top 5 operators as well. Definitely would use her over, let's say, a Sledge, if depending on the map. But probably Coastline would be the ideal map, right? If they're attacking Aqua, you can use her for burn. You have nades you can nade below. Super easy, super good operator. Last operator, we have a Zero. Zero, I'm putting it S tier as well. He has 4 burns with his gadget. He has a really good AR. He has the hard breach device, two hard breach devices. Really good, you can get hatches on yourself. You can basically push by yourself. You have 2 drones well. So basically, you have 6 eyes of sight. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. One of the top 5 operators as well. Definitely underrated. And yeah, this is going to be my final tier list. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys like this, want to see another one, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.